Oh, I think everything is working.
Oh,
Hello.
what up? What up?
Hello.
Let's see. Is my mic working on here?
Oh, I'm muted. Hi.
Oh, my.
Hey, third tries the charm, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
I really
right,
do
it's,
be like that. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to Twin Tales, the second episode to our most epic 3rd edition D&D campaign. The players recently just got mauled by a giant wave of ice and are trying to figure that out. And after a very long voyage, almost like 30 days or something, the party is about to embark on to the island. So we're gonna see what they're gonna be up to and see if they can survive out in the frozen wastes.
Really, so I see someone really getting paced.
Yeah. Otherwise, you guys can all say hi again because my stream is muted, and yeah.
Hey everybody.
Hi. Hello.
Hello to YouTube. Hello.
YouTube.
Yeah. So, yeah, last time we left off, you guys were just frozen. Two players were hit by this like frozen blast of energy. And you guys recently learned that whatever this blast of energy was, it was a weird, maybe magical phenomenon that was magical but isn't magical in a sense. And you know, you were kind of looking at it, you know, the ice wasn't magical, but obviously you're looking, you know, you're like remembering, it's like looking at this whole blast scenario, it's like there's no way this isn't magical, right? But yeah, it's a very weird thing that's going on.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
But otherwise, we'll leave off at the point where you guys are dusting yourselves off from the ice.
So I believe that when we left off, we were all gathered in the same area, and we had just freed Ashmore from his icicle, correct?
Correct.
Actually, Ashmore freed himself, if I remember correctly.
Ashmore freed himself. Yeah, he's
he freed himself.
And then I came out into the hall just as I did to see you guys scrambling to find me to free me.
Yes.
And I think that's where we left off.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, in that case, Ashmore goes.
I forgot.
Ashmore goes. Well, yeah. Thanks for looking for me. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How's everyone else doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I mean, you know how long it's been since I actually got to feel cold? Ah, that was so refreshing.
well, Polo and I were lucky to avoid the effects, and I just gotta get Daleth is up on the deck trying to get a couple more of the sailors to safety. I don't know how much longer this effect is going to take place, but I pray it's not too long.
Yeah, it's about a minute later, and you know the winter kind of stops, or you know, like the the wind stops and it's basically just clear weather right now. Maybe there's some snow falling normally now. But it seems whatever effect was going on is completely gone.
So what's happening to the people on the deck that were affected by it?
I thought we told
Are
everyone
they
to
still
get below
frozen?
deck.
It's kind of the same thing where, you know, Razzle was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay up. There's a couple people above deck who are just like, oh, I'm gonna stay up too. Like, what's really gonna happen? You know, and people are probably like, oh yeah, I'm strong. You know, I could take it.
All of them are frozen now.
Well, they weren't fast enough, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, so we need to free them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's already a couple people running above deck and trying to free people. If you guys would like to help them, you could do a couple strength checks.
Sure.
Yeah.
Substance.
Sounds great.
I'll do everything
I will.
can with my feeble strength.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I roll a strength check, but
My 8 strength.
I
See,
you never know. I might get a 20. We'll be good.
right.
Yeah, I might get it 20.
It's
Can I
the
just
effort that
say
counts.
Wait.
You're so lucky.
So lucky.
So that's an 18.
Oh damn. Yeah. So you do know that fire was pretty effective with freeing people from ice.
Fireball.
Do you actually
When
do
all
that?
else fails,
No,
fire.
God, no. We're on a wooden boat.
It will be warm.
The boat's encased in a protective layer of ice.
Yeah. Totally. It's safe.
It's safe. It will be nice and warm. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. If you got above a 15 strength check, you're able to help people get out of the
I got an 18.
18.
Before I roll,
Yes.
would I be able to use
Got a
Kiwi for the strength?
Use what?
Use Kiwi's strength score for this?
Yeah, you can have Kiwi help you out.
Okay, cool. It's not gonna matter.
Uh-oh. You try to help, and
Are you trying?
even Ashmore is trying to help.
Yeah.
Without the powers of flame, it doesn't seem to be working in your favor.
Anybody got a torch?
I have a flint and steel if you want to burn something.
I mean, I always
I
want to
do have
burn
a torch.
something, but
You believe that by the time you create a torch and create a fire, that some people may suffocate and die.
how many people are frozen?
Maybe like 3 more people.
Okay. Well then, I'm going to go to each one.
Did we know where the source of the thing is?
And I'm
I
going
guess
to
it's
use...
only people who were on deck saw it, I guess. Makes sense.
I'm going to go to each one. I'm going to use 2 power points each to do 2d6 plus 2 fire damage to the ice, which you said would get doubled to 46 plus 4?
Yeah, correct.
Alright, I will do that. So let me mark off 6 of my power points, and I'll roll the fire damage.
Alrighty.
For the first guy, 21.
Ooh.
And for the second, 15, so that would be 30. Oh yeah, it gets. Oh no, that is doubled. I
Yeah.
already. Yeah. So 21, 15, and 15.
Is it just me or participants rather quiet?
And that is for Lemon's stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, one of your chatters is saying audio's coming in a little low for everyone else.
Mm.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm most of the
La,
time.
la, 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 la.
I mean, I'm not. So if Discord's coming in quiet and I'm still quiet, yeah.
Wait a second. Hydalann,
Okay,
Hi.
let me do this.
can I use my scientific rapier to try to, like, at least carve somebody's nose out so that they can breathe?
Is it?
Yeah,
That would be.
you can try.
Okay.
If they get mad at you for poking their nose,
Hey,
yeah.
I'm trying to help them.
Yeah. You can go ahead, and then I'll go to Lemon's question after this. Make me a attack roll? Question mark? You know, a
Okay.
quote
Is that
unquote
better?
attack roll.
Okay.
Get above a 10?
That's a 21 with
Okay.
modifier.
Yeah, 21's good. You poke right between the nostrils, or like into the nostrils.
Yeah.
A dude is able to breathe, and he's like,
So you see Xenia, I just reach over my back and I draw this like 3-foot long, weird looking rapier. It's not like a pointy tip, it's more of like a chiseled tip. But I just take it and I go up to a guy who's frozen. I'm like, hold still.
This guy.
And I slowly poke. I activate the activation button or whatever, and it starts to sizzle with heat as I slowly poke it into the eyes. And when it reaches his nose, I go boop, and I pull it out.
and then Ashmore, with your rolls, the 21 will successfully get someone like fully uncovered with ice. The 15s will, you're able to get the face and
Partially.
everything. They're able to breathe.
Okay, good.
And then like
That's good
maybe like
enough.
their
Good.
feet are like stuck to the ground. It's hard to move, but otherwise, like it's relatively easy to
they'll
fix
live.
after that.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
I gotta
then-
conserve this power.
How many more people are still encased in ice?
That would be everyone.
Awesome.
Everyone.
And then Lemon, you had a question.
Yes. Is the only one who knew where the source came from were the people who were on deck, right?
Yeah, it's whoever went up to the deck. You can
Before
safely say that wherever that source came from, it's from that big ass mountain.
Okay, yeah. I guess
I'm also
only
gonna record in my notebook the time that this has happened at.
okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you need a date and end time, or you're just looking for
Oh,
time?
I'm just letting you know if you want to actually give me the date and time. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
It
open up
is
my notes.
the 1st of
Mhm.
something.
The first of-
It is summer right now, the 1st. And then time-wise,
You could just give me like rough time of day if you want to.
Mhm.
it's probably like early morning. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
What was it?
Otherwise, go ahead, Lemon.
Sorry. Does Polo and Elif know where it came from? Because we were on the deck.
You were under the deck?
You saw where it came from, but then you guys took
Mm.
cover intelligently.
Okay. Trying to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, if you went up to the deck at all and were watching for a little bit, you can have like a pretty good idea.
Mm.
If you stayed up deck, you saw exactly what happened.
Okay.
So it's safe for us to be up on this deck. Are we here? I'm just gonna look around the surroundings.
Yeah, I look over with Oz to see how close we are to any shoreline.
I'm gonna like half throw myself over the side of the ship and see if the water is frozen.
The water is frozen, and you guesstimate.
Good thing you didn't jump.
You guesstimate that it is. You're probably a mile away from shore.
Mm.
I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna climb down the ropes with my rapier, and I'm
Oh.
gonna measure how thick the ice is.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll just stand by the ropes,
Mhm.
so that she can, if she needs to be hauled back up, I can
Mhm.
yank on the ropes. But
While looking.
I want to make sure that it's safe for us to
Mhm.
stand on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just hear a
And,
sizzle.
Okay, and yeah, the
Is it-
rapiers. I guess I just looked up the average length of a rapier, so probably 3.5 feet long.
You guess that it is maybe half a foot of ice.
Mhm.
Okay. 6 inches.
Daniel,
Fascinating.
can we walk on? Can we
They
walk
start to
on
climb
it?
back up.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey!
You could climb on back up.
Yeah, 6 inches is plenty. I'm just like jumping on the ice.
Nice.
Okay, well, I guess it's time to pack up.
Mhm. Or you went down.
Just thinking out loud here, there was just a blast of ice that, kind of froze a bunch of people. Maybe before we go out, we should make sure that's not going to happen again in, an hour.
What are the odds of that happening again?
Well, we don't know that.
Probably pretty high.
I thought that was maybe just a freak, cold wave.
Yeah, I think we should maybe find a way to deal with it before we just go wandering away.
Well, the good news is it doesn't seem like it spreads around corners. Otherwise, everybody would have been frozen. So I think as long as we have a decently thick shelter, we should be okay. But obviously, I don't think we can carry the boat with us.
No,
I don't know how we're gonna have a moving shelter right now.
honestly, I never even asked the sailors if there was a dock that they were going to drop us off at, or if they were just going to give us a lifeboat and drop us off on the shore. What? And I'm going to turn to a sailor and ask exactly those things. A dock we were supposed to arrive at?
So the sailor is gonna point out to shore, and you will see this small, tiny little town in the distance. Or not, it's not even a town; it's too small for a town. Maybe a village. And
Okay.
on the village there is a small dock, and there's no way this small little dock would accommodate a big ship like this. And the sailor will tell you that the original plan was to boat you guys out, close enough, and then use lifeboats or little rowboats.
Rowboats, right?
But they were not expecting whatever just happened.
Mm-hmm.
So have these people been here before? And if I don't already know that answer, I'll just literally ask them that.
They will tell you, yeah, we went on the previous expedition.
So, and you are saying that this is not normal.
We had
Is-
no idea this happened.
Cool.
Are you guys going to be able to free the ship and turn around? I guess this is as close as you guys need to take us if we can walk on the ice. And if Zenny is still like jumping on the ice and not like slipping and falling, I'll just kind of point that,
The ice
I
skating.
guess it's safe enough.
I'm doing like I'm hitting the gritty or something.
He
Yes,
will
joining
kind of
in.
like, rub his head. It's like, honestly, we haven't even spoken to the captain yet on what we're gonna do. In this type of situation, I don't even know if this boat is going anywheres.
So
we-
he's gonna like climb back up on the boat. By the way, can we see how far out to sea this ice is stretching?
Mm.
Or is it just as far
Can
as
we
we can
see
see?
It's probably for half a mile more past you guys. Like, it's pretty damn far.
Yeah. You probably are going to need at least to carve through the ice to gain enough momentum to just keep powering through it. Then I'm just going to like slap the railing. Are you guys even going to be able to do that? Is your vessel equipped to handle that assault, or are you? You know what? This is a question for the captain. Why don't you go get somebody who's important around here?
Alrighty.
It's okay. I think you're important.
My laughter is both in and out of character.
The guy kind of like, oh, okay. And he will go get someone important.
As soon as he walks away, I turn to the others. So what was his name?
You just said his name was
This is
important.
syllable.
Ah, you're right. Ah,
Sure enough, a
Captain, first mate, somebody.
a captain will come along, or maybe it is the first mate, but someone comes along who's not the previous person and will talk to you guys.
I think we can handle ourselves from here. Oh, do we know his name? What's his name? I assumed after 30 days we would have known his name, so I'll address him by whatever name. I won't like
The
introduce
captain or
myself.
the person who is walking away?
Yeah,
No, the captain.
Okay.
the captain will tell you, or you would know this captain's name is Captain Burley.
oh boy.
Burley.
And
Captain Burley, we're pretty much set from here. We're able to make it to shore, but are you going to be okay? Are you planning on abandoning this vessel?
well, honestly, we do have some ice cutting equipment, but it might take a pretty long while to get ourselves out of this. But I think we can do it. But if that blast hits again, then I don't think we'll be getting out.
How much food do you guys have?
Well, we got enough for, probably we got that 30-day voyage, and then on top of that, maybe an extra 10 days.
Oh. So you've only got. Wait, This was a 30-day voyage each way. You only brought 40 days of food?
I mean, for the way back, Xenia, for the way back.
Ah,
Yeah, we've
okay.
already gone through 30 days of food.
Okay, so you have 50 days of food?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm sure they'll be able to. We were able to
Well,
catch some of those edible things.
things.
Well, yeah. I'm sure we can do some ice fishing here and there.
If
Hopefully,
you run out of
it's.
food, we can eat each other.
Yeah,
I
they'll be able
don't
to find
plan on
some
eating
sea-
anyone.
They'll be
Oh,
able to find some sea life to fish up. It's the water they need to conserve.
Okay, I am now keeping track of disturbing things Polo says, so I know how
Concerned you
it's
should
for
be.
concerned I
survival,
should be.
bro. Yes, I
I'm
agree.
small and gamey. I highly suggest any of the big people.
Look, no
Well,
one's
Captain,
getting eaten, and that's final.
That's very correct, yeah.
Captain, it's been a pleasure. We thank you for taking us this far.
Wait, we can't just leave them. They're going to starve.
Yeah, they'll,
Oh, come on. We just wait here.
if they get to 30 days, I'm sure that they could go into that village and get more supplies, especially if the ice hasn't melted yet.
I mean, in that case, shouldn't we just take them with us?
It
I
is
mean,
Mexico.
no offense, but if you've only got 20 days worth of materials, I don't know if you can cut a mile and a half or half a mile trench through solid ice, especially if there's a second blast. You starve.
He nods. It's it's really surprising to meet an adventurer who's so compassionate about sailors. We're very thankful. Thank you.
Well, we couldn't do our job if you didn't do your job.
Yeah, some time.
Yes, and we hope
And
to come back.
besides,
Yeah, when we hope to come back. To get the other goods.
Yeah,
I guess.
what we can do is if we take the lifeboats with us, then once the ice has started to melt enough, you guys can just sail back out to the main ship.
Yeah, we could do that,
Oh, what was that?
but I
If-
think we kind of need them.
Captain, if
What?
you're concerned, you're welcome to send a couple of your men with us. We'll use one of your rowboats as a sled to take into the village, and then they can maybe even get assistance there to come out and help you cut through this ice.
He thinks for a moment. That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. And you're gonna pull this sled?
I mean,
Yeah.
the
we'll
entire
pull
way
the
there
sled.
is ice. It's slippery. So,
Huh.
as long as you got good boots, you'll be good.
I have a drag capacity of 3,500. So I think we'll be fine.
8,500.
Okay.
And then between me and Polo taking turns, easy.
Yeah. All
I
right.
will cheer you on. You guys got this.
I'll just sit and look really pretty on the boat that you're dragging.
Oh, God.
Well,
Oh, but you probably should send whoever you're sending with something to trade with the locals. I
don't.
get the feeling they probably won't want to walk, a mile and a half out on the ice for nothing.
oh, that was originally the plan.
Okay, good.
You guys would know that the operation is kind of find magical items, find treasure, bring it back to the mainland, and that's like there's like a merchant on this boat, and he has like a bunch of gold and everything, and is basically gonna do trade with the venturers, and that's generally what's going on with that.
Yeah, we're gonna go pack my stuff.
Same here.
Sounds like a plan.
And it seems like all the other people on the boat seem to be doing that exact same thing as well. Kind of packing up, and you'll see some other adventurers just, walking out into the ice and towards the village.
So how are we going to deal with that plastic hold if it comes back again?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Do you have anything to cover? I don't know if that was gonna work.
Oh, actually, interesting question. So I'm
Well-
guessing the boat itself did not get covered by a layer of ice, did it?
So you will see on the boat on the right, so there's probably a life raft on the right side, and then there's one on the left side. The one on the right is covered in a heavy amount of ice. The one on the left side is maybe there's like a tiny bit on the front, but the right life raft is like, it's like almost fully covered.
Shield wall.
You'll even notice, like, even on like the ship itself, the right side of like the whole ship is covered in ice, but the left side is almost intact.
I want to half toss myself over the left railing and see if the water is frozen on this side as well.
Mhm.
Like if the ship blocked it.
Yeah.
It does look frozen.
I'm going to go down and measure it.
How about you?
All right,
I'll be back, guys.
you start measuring it, and
Science.
Science.
what's your weight?
107
Only in
pounds.
D&D is it appropriate to ask a lady for how much she weighs.
Okay, I'm glad you said it
Yeah.
before
Now,
I
I
did.
should clarify that, like, I'm not just jumping off the ship. I said I climb off the ship, down the ship.
I was
Yeah.
thinking
So,
it. But...
I chose that word for a reason. So I'm not just, like,
I
going
knew the men who
cannonball.
hadn't said it were waiting.
It was safer for us to say nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're so brave for that.
VTuber gets cancelled.
I'm gonna
This
just
is
turn off
weird.
your camera.
Exactly.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you carefully put your weight on the ice, and you'll notice that, as you put your foot on the left side of the ship, the ice will start cracking even at the lightest touch.
Oh, fascinating. I'm gonna crack a piece just for my own sanity and, like, just hold it in my hands, see how thick it is.
Mm.
It is probably an inch or two at most. Not very much.
Oh,
Okay, so maybe just like half an inch or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Fascinating. Did I climb back up?
What do you find?
So-
You solve anything?
So for us to get
Well,
to
it's
the...
safe to cannonball off that side. Assuming that the cold doesn't kill you, but
Shame.
So for us to get to the shore, we would have to traverse the icy waters, the parts that are solid enough, anyway, right?
yeah. I mean, 6 inches or so
Okay.
is definitely enough to hold
Then
us.
all right, then Ashmore turns to
can confirm 6 inches is enough.
Ashmore.
Flip it.
Ashmore calls out, well, I'm gonna trust our expert survivalist, and he turns to to Oz. And you got like +13 like survival, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Just double checking. I didn't look at the wrong sheet. He. I'm going to trust a expert survivalist here to safely guide us across this ice, and I'm sure you could probably also maybe figure out a way to help us avoid another one of those blasts of winter cold.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
I think
second.
is. Yeah.
What if we went underwater?
We went on the water.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Well, I can make it where everyone's comfortable under the icy water if you would like.
Yeah, I just don't want to swim.
But for how long?
Ah,
Anybody got a potion of water breathing?
I don't think
I'm good,
anybody has.
but
I'm capable of adapting my body to be able to breathe underwater, but I would rather not.
that's so cool.
But I'd rather not waste my power if I don't need to.
Right. No, trust me, Ashmore. If we can make it to shore, then one, we'll check in with the village, and maybe they'll have some insight. If it's only a mile away, and I'm just going to kind of like gauge everybody's physique, that shouldn't take but maybe a 10-minute jog, maybe 15, as I look at Delith.
It'll be fine. I can do my best to keep up.
Well, we're going to be pulling a boat.
Hmm?
Pulling a lifeboat.
Right. No, I'm gonna
You want to be the only one
smack
who's
Polo on the shoulder and just like she doesn't even move. She's so sturdy. Like, trust me. Polo doesn't even need my help, but Polo, you know that you have it. We can take turns dragging this boat.
Is it being dragged
I
on
think
top
we
of the ice?
Yeah, dragged on top of the ice.
Okay. That sounds
Little
like it would
sled.
make it that sounds like it would make it even easier to move across because it can slide across too. So okay.
I didn't agree to anything to pull it.
No, I'm just saying we've got two people here who can easily pull that across the ice.
Mm.
I'm going to tell Captain Burley if you want to lower the rowboat that isn't completely frozen solid onto the solid ice, and designate whichever men you want to come with us. We can guide them to shore.
Okay.
I want the important one.
All right. Well,
Seeming important.
Yeah, the important one. Yes, he's so important. We can't decipher his name.
yeah, you can take the important trader that Mr. Tommy. Some people call him Timmy.
Tommy? Oh my god, Timmy.
Yeah.
Give me the traitor.
Yeah, you know how little Timmy is.
It's a big. Is he like a grown ass man? But say, you know how it's a little Timmy.
Yeah, you think he's just making fun of him.
Wow, this is gonna be fun to see.
Then you see,
I'm
like,
going to start climbing down the ropes, getting down onto the ice.
yeah.
While they're doing that, how long was it between seeing the top of the mountain vanish from view to seeing the coast disappear from view?
Maybe like 10 seconds.
So basically 2 rounds.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You guys are able to lower the boat. You know, the boat kind of sinks into like some of the ice. You know, on the left side, because you know that's the place where it's the least icy.
Right.
And then you guys can eventually get the boat onto, you know, some safe ice, and you see a nerdy looking guy with glasses, and you know this guy as Timmy the trader. Oh, is it okay if I stand in the boat while you guys pull? I don't want to fall into the ice.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
pal.
you can join Daleth in there.
Oh, thank you.
She
Thank you.
also doesn't want to fall into the ice water.
Oh, we're looking the
There
same.
is no water, it's just ice.
No, I know, but she's
There
I
will be
did
water.
say I didn't want to be in the water, so that's fair.
Yeah, in case. Yeah. I mean, if it's a mile away, just in case we do, hit into a.
Yeah, like what if we get it to like near the shore and it's like only 1 inch? That's bad.
You don't want to try swimming, little Timmy?
Oh, I don't want to die from hypothermia.
Somebody
That's
you know, you could try. It's a challenge, you know? Why not? For one in a lifetime.
Yeah. I'll let you try first, then I'll see what happens.
Mm.
I'm gonna go up to Timmy and place a hand on him and use psionic endure elements.
Hmm.
So he
Oh.
can feel.
It's
Very
so
comfortable.
warm.
Right?
I'm going to stop you, but everybody within the radius of me already has a Endure element.
And also,
Oh.
I still have my
Right?
Oh
30
yeah. How long
I
is that?
still
Yeah,
have-
He's
that lasts.
just getting more warm.
Your temperature, the temperature band dropping by 2. That's still on, isn't
yes,
it?
I still have
Okay,
control
yeah.
temperature on, so I've raised the temperature band by 2 levels. So it's maybe not warm, but it's definitely not cold.
Okay, damn. Okay, yeah, no one is. People are crowded around you guys. They're like, oh, it's so warm here.
Everybody is like,
All right,
please
well, in
don't
that
leave
case,
us.
They're probably volunteering to
I'll
go with
save
us.
Yeah, you'll notice that none of the adventurers are kind of like hanging with you guys. It's more like the lower workers and some of the volunteers and sailors who are walking with you guys, and people who don't have like magical items to protect themselves, and who are their only protection is these warm clothes. But you guys can make your way across the ice, and you know, it'll take some time. Let's see. Let's go to this, and I wonder if this is gonna work.
So
Yes.
Ashmore, you know we're totally popsicle pals now, right?
yes, we apparently are. We're the only ones that have had to deal with that. Let's hope we or nobody else
Let's hope that
probably
remains true.
has to deal with that again.
Yeah, it was fun, but I don't think I'd do it again. Unless I was scared.
Yo, welcome in, Reaver. Hello. Let's see. I brought you guys to a map. You guys can kind of see what's going on. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Boop. All right, that is the map of what you guys can see right now. And you guys have successfully boated your, quote unquote boated your way back to shore.
Mm.
This little marker that looks like a cute little house is your dock town, dock village.
Mm.
And
What's
this
the
is,
name of our dock village?
people are calling it Harbor Town.
Harbor Town.
Yeah. As you get onto land, you'll notice that there is kind of a palisade wall being built around the area. It looks like generally finished, but there are workers kind of setting it all up, building a way to walk along the wall on the inside. And there's just a bunch going on. A lot of the houses on the inside of this this whole harbor town is full of there's buildings, and a lot of these buildings look refurbished. So some of them have like boards and lumber kind of sporadically covering these massive holes, and it just looks like a mess. It's not an ideal setup.
I would want to be active consistently.
Wow, I love what you guys have done with the place. I say, staring at the wall they're building.
Some of the workers will
Looking
say,
about,
thank you.
studying.
This is kind of what it looks like as you walk along shore. You see some houses.
Wow, water.
Oh my god. Water.
Yeah, water. And
Oh, okay. I see it.
Very
And-
spiky water.
as you walk onto land, you're admiring everything. You'll notice that there is a very important looking person, kind of like up on the land up here in front of you, and he's kind of like greeting all the adventurers who are coming in onto the area, and kind of pointing to places like, oh, this one's over here. If you go over here, you'll find that. Over here. And he seems to be just guiding everyone to a certain location.
Oh, I think my roll 20 just bugged out. Whoops.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, I should probably
Yep.
bring that up.
I can no longer control my character. Oh, that's interesting.
All right,
Oh,
we
no.
do control our characters. I forgot about that.
I'm gonna have to refresh 1 sec. Bubbly bees, yeah. Enjoy your lurk.
Bubbly bees.
Let's see.
Yeah, so guess we'll go talk to the really helpful guy.
What is this thing?
Oh, that is the party token. That is
Oh.
for 5
That's the save
people.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, a safe point.
Touch it to save your progress.
Okay. There you go.
All right, I see Zinnia already heading forward, and so my character, so Ashmo goes, all right, let's try to stick as a group, just in
Yeah.
case. So the
popsicles all stick
settlers,
together.
the settlers here are people that have like come here from the main continent that we were from.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. How long has the settlement been here?
You can assume that it's only been a month.
They put together a lot of stuff in a month.
Yeah, damn. If this is a month, holy shit.
they got some magic users to help build, I bet.
I bet.
Mhm.
That's like
A few fabricate spells here or there, yeah.
You got does anyone have architecture? Knowledge architecture?
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. I'll aid.
Yeah, if you guys want to give me a knowledge architecture, you may.
Yeah, 1 sec. I just gotta
Mhm.
move that. My roll 20 thing isn't locking onto the right window. Give me a second.
I am
Yeah, I'm having trouble
untrained.
moving my character.
I successfully
Uh,
aid.
Oof.
I'm untrained. I only
Wait,
know
I can
common
move.
knowledge.
I can move Rob's character.
Oh, right,
Oh, can
really?
you move my
That's
character?
supposed to happen. Yeah,
I
it's
mean, that's honestly not the worst thing.
Oh, that's funny.
Right.
Okay, I fixed it.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yes, for architecture?
Yep.
Holy, oh, where do I
D20 plus
have
your
that?
architecture. And
Yes,
plus,
architecture, engineering. Okay. Not as high as I'd thought. Dilith, what's yours at? I might help
Oh,
you
mine's
instead.
hot garbage. I just have the ability to roll it, so I gave you a plus.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
you got
And
plus
so what
one.
does granting help do?
Oh yeah, aid another. So
Like
another
advantage?
character can make a check. They only got to beat DC 10. To like aid another character with a skill check. Within reason, and if they succeed, they grant you another +2 bonus to your
Okay,
to your
cool.
roll.
So Hydalann does kind of have to approve that yes, I can aid you, but
yes, you can.
I figured if he said no, it wasn't gonna matter. It's gonna roll it regardless.
Okay. Yeah, I've got an 18 at the moment.
Okay. And that's with a +2, or did you?
With a +2, that's dirty 20.
Okay. 20. You look at the architecture of this area, it looks very old. Like it's been here, like the wood looks odd in a way. But everything looks incredibly old except like those like areas where things are being covered with, it looks like new wood. And you think that none of this architecture or like, none of the building style of this area actually resembles back home. So it's, it's completely different. The way they build this stuff, it's made out of like stone at the bottom and then wood at the top. It could be even 1,000 years old, to your knowledge.
Interesting.
And with a closer inspection, you'll notice that the wood kind of looks petrified in a way, as if time itself isn't affecting it.
You mean petrified as in it literally looks like it's been turned to stone?
No. It's as if it's as if it was once cut, but it looks old. But you think that if the lumber
Sorry, I didn't mean to ask such a hard question.
Yeah, like if the lumber is at least 1,000 years old, then there's no way it would still be around. And you only know this is because the stonework looks 1,000 years old. If you get what
Okay.
I'm getting at.
So the wood looks new, but the stone looks old?
Correct. Like, yes and no. Yeah. It's hard to explain.
Because you said that there was new wood on top of old wood. So the
Yeah.
old wood looks old and the new wood looks new.
Yeah. Like the
Is
new
it
wood
kind
is
of-
fresh, like 1 week ago. But the older wood is like, it looks like maybe 100 years old.
Okay,
But-
so it's got like signs of weathering and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, hey, 1,000 years is a long time for wood to hold up, regardless of its origin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, magic can always aid. I recognize that things beyond my comprehension exist. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the description of this very, very helpful guy?
Very,
And
very helpful guy.
Who's going to talk to him, Courtney?
Oh yeah, I guess I do have to talk to
Very
people
good.
as the person with diplomacy and bluff. Hello?
He
We're
kind
here
of
to.
gives you a wave. Aye. How it be?
I mean, it could be better. We were just like assaulted by a lot of ice.
He nods
Well,
and
more like some of them were. And I'll go into more depth about the description of what happened. Has that been happening a lot around here, or the sailors said it was new, but obviously they haven't been here very long, or they're not here often.
he shakes his head. That's the first time we encountered that.
I'm sorry to hear that. We almost had casualties on our boat. Are your people fine?
He looks around. We weren't able to save a couple. Some of the loggers were out in the woods and, well, we couldn't get to them fast enough.
I'm sorry to hear that. Kind of hoping you dealt with it before so you could know more information about it, but same would be.
I'm going to kind of whisper to the group and say, well, look, see, it doesn't happen often. And so maybe that's a good sign. Maybe we're going to be safe, you know?
Why would you bring the wrath of the DM down like that? What is wrong with you?
You know what?
Oh my god.
You're right. I'm gonna go take a stroll in the woods.
Why not?
I can't help that I'm playing optimistic, maybe a little green behind the ears, not Xenia level green behind the ears, but still a fresh face.
So Ashmore asks the guy, I do apologize for the loss of your comrades. However, I'm curious as to any discoveries that were made outside of this settlement. Anything mysterious? Anything that's questionable? Any sites? Anything that you may know about what's out there?
He kind of like opens his eyes. He raises his eyebrows and like it's like, oh yeah, there is. Here, come with me. And he'll leave his post out here and he'll tell like a guard to take over. And he'll bring you over to the main hut over here.
I'm sorry, what was his name again? I guess we didn't introduce ourselves either.
Oh, yes, sorry, I didn't either. My name is...
Random name generator, go!
Sir Isaac.
I have a book for that.
Sir Isaac.
Yeah, you could call me Isaac or Sir Isaac.
Which you prefer?
Sir Isaac is fine with me. And he'll walk over to this area over here, and inside you will find a garbage-looking map. It is crafted together with multiple papers. Let's see.
Oh,
Is it drawn well?
Oh, no, it is not drawn well.
Why didn't y'all pay a cartographer to get out here?
Honestly, it would have been a good idea. But
Well, we don't mean to be insulting,
Just succeeding at it.
We're
You
being
kinda-
commissioned to be out here. So we're trying not to ruffle feathers as I nudge Delith.
I entirely depend on my good looks to get us through this conversation when I roll the diplomacy checks.
he kind of just shrugs and is like,
But look,
"Well, I'm not exactly the one who pays the bills around here."
Fair enough.
And what's your position here, Sir Isaac?
Well, simply put, I'm just the captain and overseer of this expedition, general, I guess, guide. Otherwise, people are free to do whatever they want around here. I'm just here to look over the workers and building up the defenses.
Oh, okay. So you were sent from the main continent.
Oh yeah. Everyone's sent from the main continent. I don't. I mean, except those. Anyways,
Huh?
Except who?
there's like kobolds running around. Some of them are okay, but we had a rough start with them.
Kobolds, say. I was just about to ask if there were any
Mhm.
natives that you've encountered. So there are kobolds.
Kind of like kobolds. We call them snowbolts.
snowball.
They're-
Snowballs.
they're kinda like
what color are their
furry-looking-
scales?
No scales.
No scales. Interesting.
No
They're more
scales.
furry, like furry dogs.
A different
Uh,
subrace of kobold is out here. Well, that's a start.
I'll show you the
Oh,
rough map.
Do they lay eggs?
I honestly didn't ask,
Damn.
but you'll see outside that there was like a bunch of like strung up furs, and you have a pretty good idea whose furs those might be.
So I take it these kobolds are very hostile.
Well, yeah, it's.
Are they
some of
hostile
the-
because we're invading their territory, or was there an attempt at diplomacy that failed somehow?
It was some of the other adventurers who came out here and started making trouble with these kobolds or snowbolts or whatever you want to call them. The there was a group of 5 of them that ended up doing, well, he points outside that. It kind of, yes, ruffled the feathers, as one might say, with some of the local inhabitants around here. And a couple other problems inside the forest. It was a whole thing about 2 weeks ago. But he'll point to like the map and start showing you some of the areas, or unless you have any specific questions about any of this stuff on the map.
So there's
So-
orcs here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Are they also furry as the kobolds, or
No, they're pale skinned.
pale skinned? Interesting. Oh, I guess the other question I guess out of character, does my character know if like the snowballs and these pale skinned orcs can they also be found on the main continent, or are they brand new? Like this.
There is something like kind of similar to the snowbolts back home.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like it's the same thing here. With the orcs, you're unsure because you haven't seen them yet,
Okay.
personally.
So I ask him this orc settlement. What's the relationship with them?
Not good, I take it.
They so far like to be left alone, is what I've found.
So no attacks, no raids, no.
It seems they probably have their own problems. Seems them
good for
and
us.
local Goliaths are constantly fighting amongst themselves.
All right, all right. Ooh,
I really
ruins.
appreciate what you guys have set up here in Harbor Town. It seems like it's a good place for people to make landing. Is there any other settlements being established further inland?
Not yet. We are hoping to find maybe an abandoned fort or something for a good defense. But there's nothing close enough here as far as we've found.
Is that what this place was before you got here?
Yes, it was an abandoned settlement.
That explains the age. Well, assuming Zinnia shared that.
I mean, we're all in the same room. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I would have probably
When
been
she
something
did,
like,
yeah. When she did her
wow,
knowledge. Okay.
these trees are, this wood is ancient.
He'll kind of point towards there's like that green line between the mountains. Over there's a forest line that passes through the mountains. You can pass through there to get through the mountains over into the northeast. Where you see the red X is a tower. Around that tower is kind of a pain to walk through because there's hundreds of undead who are roaming the land there. We're pretty certain there is a lich in that tower.
A lich.
Unsure
Ooh.
the reasons, but it hasn't bothered us. So hopefully.
Yeah, I would like to avoid that lich unless we know more. So those ruins, what can you say
Wait,
about
wait.
those? And
Are
you,
we trying to? Are we here for treasure? Liches usually have good things, right?
We're here for specific
Yeah, which way did you
items.
say the lich
Oh,
was?
that's true.
The captain kind of looks at you as like a specific treasure.
Just to remind you, everybody, I didn't let slip that we were here for specific treasure. I said treasure in general.
Ashmore just keeps pointing his finger at the ruins, like, but the ruins is ruins. This might be stuff there.
There's so much science to uncover. Do you want to hear about it?
He kind of
So
just
much
like
sand.
shrugs and yeah.
Do you mind if we just inspect this? I think if we just took a look at this map, we might be able to figure out where we're going. Also, do you have any temporary lodging in town for people passing through?
Yeah, we have a couple areas that you could set up for a night. It's not much room. There's as you'll notice when you came in, some of the places is getting pretty full, but now it's very full. There's even more people who came with this second ship.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I am curious also
we the
about
second or the
lodgings. I'm
third
also
ship?
curious about any stores of knowledge. I am also curious if there are any supply stores. And so my character just starts listing off like all the things. Is there
I'm
is
just
there a
nodding.
is there is there a church in this village in case we need to divine assistance?
Church? He kind of shakes his head. No, not exactly. We're really limited for space here.
I turn to Daleth and go, you can open up something here.
Yeah, I feel like you can worship anywhere. You don't need a building for that. Just, start talking to your deity. It's not that hard.
But
You
I
guys have
I just look at Ashmore, and I just say, she's probably got like 20 or 30 more years before she settles down.
Ah, I see.
Do you guys have
Runs in our
somebody?
family.
Do you guys have somebody to make the final rites for the people that you lost?
Yeah, we do have a cleric.
I was going to say, are they properly blessed? Because if there's a lich of undead nearby, I'm quite worried that your own fallen ones could be used against us.
He
Yeah, that
But
would
let's hope.
Kinda
Let's hope
thinks
we
for a
don't
moment.
anger the lich for any reason. That is.
Yeah, he kind of thinks for a moment. It's like, I never even thought about the fact that maybe his reach can get all the way out here, but
Has it
Yeah.
happened before?
it has not happened. But, with this whole blast of winter, maybe it's not entirely possible. He kind of shrugs, as like, we're dealing with things totally unknown, honestly.
How long did you say you had been here?
About a month. Less than
Oh.
30 days.
Ah. And you said that we're the second voyage to come?
Correct.
Okay.
But he kind of stops. Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah.
Hmm.
It says here there's a city. There's an actual city?
Yeah, it's not exactly the type of city everyone here might want to go to. I'm told that it's a city full of monsters.
Oh.
And
What kind?
No.
I would say mostly evil.
Oh.
But
Well. No one will mourn.
it sounds like their ruler is some kind of demon queen or something.
Oh.
So excited about this, Anya.
Yeah, Cindy's eyes are sparkling.
And Paul is someone to be.
Yeah,
A different reason.
yeah. Ashmore sees Cynthia's excitement. He's like, "Oh." So the ruins.
Oh man, don't you guys want to meet new people? New
Oh, we-
cultures.
I mean, I
No,
do
no,
enjoy meeting new
I-
people, but I also like being at least somewhat safe with my own life. I don't know how welcome.
You like being safe with your own life. You picked the wrong boat.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's difference between being adventurous and being reckless, and I would
Is
like to stay firmly in the first and not in the second.
I lean into Polo. Is there actually a difference?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
After oh my god, Ashmore. After Ashmore, said,
Mhm.
the ruins like twice, the captain will speak up and say,
The ruins.
The ruins.
we've
Always
not gone
Stewie Griffin says
inside of these ruins yet.
Ruins.
But we've seen them from a distance.
I feel like Ashmore's right. I feel like that's the best place where I think we could find something that the Unimind and the college has sent us to find, or that we could find information about something, especially if nobody else has been there. We might get the drop on some information.
Right, because I don't want to be a Lich's experiment nor a Demon Queen's play toy. So I vote on the
That's fair.
rules.
Yeah, I have to agree. You said that there's accommodations here. I assume it's probably just open rooms. But could you show us where that is, or tell us?
Kind of like looks out of like a window. Is like, well, I mean, it's kind of just a free for all. I think it. If you find a house empty enough for your group, you could take it with, with the others. It's there are people leaving and people coming and leaving constantly. So
I'll turn to the group and say, I think if we really needed to, we have our own accommodations. If there's none here, or if it would be better used for people who are less prepared. And I turn to Xenia and Ashmore, and just like we have your powers and your spells, don't we? Don't you have something that kind of covers down on this?
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta opening sheets.
If we really need to, we can just,
Oh, I'm sorry. Ashma was lost in thought. What need powers to cover for what?
Like a shelter, like I don't know, like maybe like an igloo or a special mansion.
Yeah. I have something of that sort. Although, if Xenia has something more comfortable than what I can provide, we can go with that. And so he goes into the explanation of his psychoportive shelter, which is really more of a like a hideaway kind of a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
That lasts. Let me see how long it lasts. His can last up to 10 hours, and it can hold up to 7. Yeah, so it can hold up to everybody inside the shelter.
okay.
But all it is it's an extra dimensional pocket that we could enter. It's invisible on the outside, so we don't have to worry about anybody unless they can detect invisibility. We don't have to worry about anybody messing with us. And that we can also look outside from it, so we can see what's outside. And
So
yeah,
I can
that's
get
pretty much-
us.
and we'll be protected from the elements outside as well. So
Yeah, so I can get us a really nice place, but I didn't really think we'd make it to shore today, so I can't do that today. But maybe tomorrow.
well, yeah, it would be wise for us to rest for the evening, go travel completely refreshed with our magic and psionics, and get us to know this town a little bit more before we head out.
Okay. You guys can do that. There are a couple people kind of just like hanging around here who look somewhat important. They don't look exactly like a what do you call it? A worker. You'll notice that you'll find the cleric that they were talking about, who looks like an air ganassi. There is a human guy with a beret hat with a feather in it. And he, he looks like he always has like an annoying happy smile wherever he's, walking around. A pale looking woman in a dress. A half orc. Dark green skin, super muscular. And a nobleman who's very fancily dressed.
Mm.
And then like there's a couple other people, but I'm just naming off some people who look like
The people that stick out.
yeah. If you guys stay the night, there is a drow male who ends up giving everyone some food. He is apparently the cook, and his name is Gale. He'll kind of go between everyone's homes, and he has what he says is cooked deer.
Some venison.
Yeah.
Venison?
Yeah.
Venison.
And then there's like local frozen berries.
Okay.
And that's what is for the dinner.
Ding ding.
Cool.
Otherwise,
Sounds like we need a night before we head out. I am going to go straight to like finding one of the potentially empty homes, and kind of like just claim it. So everybody else can do what they need to do. Ashmore wants to go shopping. There's a lot of interesting faces, but I'll just go find us a place.
mm-hmm.
Dibs us a ring.
I
You'll
will.
notice the one of the furthest out, like little. It's more like a bunkhouse than anything. This one over here is empty, pretty much. Looks like it was
You
used
can't
for
see.
a little bit of storage.
Oh yeah. If you want to show us the map, you can switch this over. But right now,
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you'll notice that there's like a little house up here that isn't really being used, and it could be like the storage can be moved around.
Yeah. You okay?
Colin's gonna follow.
The cleric. What's their patron deity?
Oh. You believe that her patron deity is Hectario.
Are you asking? I'm sorry. Were you asking about me
No,
or
no,
were you
no,
asking about the others?
The cleric that he said was in town. Oh, Hectario. Okay, cool. Oh, makes sense. Got to trade and travel.
Yeah, her hair is white, light blue eyes, and she has a clerical gown of Hectario. Looks weightless, and underneath you can tell there is a layer of warm clothing.
All right. Good.
Did you want to speak to her? Or you just like curious?
As a god of trade and travel. Yeah, I'll go up and I'll speak with her. He goes up to her and goes, greetings. Name is Ashmore. I'm here with my comrades. We have arrived recently on the ship that just that arrived. Well, trying to, since it's out there stuck in the ice. But it's good to see a cleric of Hectario here. So, I just have a few questions, if you don't mind.
She nods, and her wavy white hair kind of floats around. And yes, of course. I will do my best to answer any of your worldly questions.
Oh, I apologize. What may your name be?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Cassie Wintop.
Well, nice to meet you, Cassie. Well, I take it that you have given your services and blessings to many of those here that have traveled outside of these walls. Have they come back with any news or information of what they may have found out there? Especially, maybe if anyone knows anything in more detail about those ruins?
It, I have heard some tales that it looks like a huge, kind of like a ruined castle. Looks very old. I'm not too sure what's in it, but some people have speculated that with there are dark forces inside that castle.
Dark forces, you say? What kind of phenomenon have they witnessed?
They are unsure. They weren't able to get close enough. They can only see the vague, what do you call it? The outlines of them, people walking around or things.
Interesting. Well, that was very helpful. One more question. Are you capable of brewing potions or scribing scrolls by any chance?
I do have the ability to create healing potions and the like. But scribing scrolls is not something I was interested in doing.
Oh, I see. Well, that's good to know, in case we may have need of such wares. I was hoping to find a scroll maker. I have a cleric in my party who may have use for those, but the potions are just as satisfactory. Okay. Well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, it was a pleasure. I
You'll
hope
be
to see
seeing
you
us.
again.
Yes, indeed. Assuming we survive out there, you'll be seeing us quite often.
She nods and says, I'm sure Hectario will bless your path.
I look forward to that. He leaves and goes, walks around and just get a feel for the place. And if he bumps into anyone else in the party, usually he'll follow them around, see what they're doing.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Zedu's gonna go up to Gale the Drow and be like, in Drowish, be like, "Oh, I'm Xenia."
Hello. It's rare to meet someone who knows the Drow tongue.
Oh yes, it's a beautiful language. I don't know why more people don't speak it.
Well, I'm glad you think it is a beautiful language.
Yeah.
What can I do for you
have
today?
you met? Oh, well, I just saw a friendly face and I wanted to say hello.
Not all think I'm too friendly, sadly. But
Look at your cheeks. They're just like a little bit rosy from the frost. It's adorable.
Kind of gives like a grin and like almost as if he's like, you know, kind of like laughing. So, well, I mean, I don't know about that.
Ah, don't sell yourself short. By the way, your cooking is good. I liked it.
Thank you. That is my craft, and I aim to help people with this dire weather and hope to give people a good cooked meal.
Oh, have you met Polo yet? Hey, Polo! Come over here!
So just sitting there. For what?
Oh, you can schedule your brooding later. This guy's really fun.
What? I guess. As he gets up, he goes near to Xenia and the male drow.
He gives you a
So what's-
polite bow and hello, I am Gale.
Again, just to make sure. Okay, let me. Yeah, hi, Gail. So, did you say interesting? What's so interesting?
I mean, he's a drow all the way out here. Isn't that interesting? I mean, this is a long way for a drow to come. I mean, I could attest to that.
I guess. I guess that is impressive. What? So, Gail, is the only thing you can do is cook?
He kind of like shrugs and I can use some knives. I could throw them.
Ooh,
I could cut things with them.
how good are you?
How good am I? He will hopefully
sounds
good
sorry.
enough for you.
Mm-hmm. Uh, hmm. Slightly.
Did you want to see a demonstration? I know
Oh,
your
no, I
friend
didn't-
here is
Not-
very excited.
Slightly, doing a non-lethal punch. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh. You can do a non-lethal punch.
You're gonna non-lethally punch him?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Is this like a playful punch or like an aggressive punch?
Mm,
If it's damage, it doesn't
it's like, it doesn't do damage.
non-lethal damage. It's gonna hurt.
It's
Wait,
not
like-
lethal.
So like, are
So
you
you're
giving
doing
him,
a
like,
light
Like, I want to
punch,
see,
basically.
like,
or are you like
It's like-
actually trying to damage him non-lethally? Is what I'm asking.
damage. How do I say it? Could be like damage and non-lethally, but it's just I want Polo want to see if he can catch her fist
Hmm.
or something like that.
Oh.
Uh,
Are you giving him any
Or
warning,
dodge.
like even a think fast?
Nope. Just
He better have
They call
uncanny
that a
dodge.
sucker punch.
so you're gonna have to.
He better have uncanny dodge.
if he knows, then yeah, you go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. What do I
Are
do?
you doing one of those where like you punch at somebody and you stop your fist like just a sliver before you actually hit him, or all the way?
Mm, all the way.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Yep.
At -4 if you want to do it non-lethally.
Yeah, that's like it. This is my first time rolling for attacking.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, not two weapons, just one,
Mhm.
one fist. No combos. Um,
Okay, roll a d20 plus the attack roll of the fist.
for the just the fist. Is it the fist the gauntlet or is it a different one? Because I don't
What
think
do
I
you
have it if
have?
it's like not two weapon.
So you're gonna do the spiked gauntlet.
Spike gauntlet.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Are you
Well,
using
like-
your spike?
Well,
I feel like you're gonna
she's
use bludgeoning.
she's taking the -4 to make it non-lethal, so she's gonna
True.
probably head it in a way. She probably like this part of the fist. My guess is instead of the knuckle part, she probably does
Doing
like
like a palm strike
Yeah.
instead of a full on.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, it's so laggy. Oh god. Oh, my Google.
And just
Oh.
like that, the first
Just like that.
combat, technically.
Right.
Just like that. You guys gotta. I know you guys love me, right? What is it? Okay, so it's I got 16. So it's
16 plus 15.
yeah, 15. Okay. What about negative?
Yeah, -4.
So -4, so 12.
Okay.
No, it's 16
Yeah,
plus
so-
15, -4.
Oh,
So,
oh.
So 26.
yeah. A 26 is definitely gonna hit him.
Mhm.
He wasn't prepared for it, and he tried to dodge and use his dexterous movement, but you were
Mhm.
way too fast.
Can I just punch him?
Yeah, roll me some damage. Roll me the 1d4, I think it is.
Okay, that's like, yeah, 1d4. Oh god. Oh,
Plus
I'm
5.
so laggy. Oh my fucking god. Give me a second. I need physical dice now that I have so many
Yes.
applications open.
Cave. Buy all of the pretty dice.
I know.
Start the addiction.
Okay.
One of us. One of us.
Yeah.
One
One
of us.
of us.
If you
One
don't
of
have a
us.
set of dice for every character, plus extras because you're gonna need them, are you really playing D&D?
Right.
I know. Oh, Lemon would know this, but I'm using the set of crystal dice that I took that picture of in the snow.
Ooh.
That's so nice. Oh god. Oh, please, don't crash. Like, yeah, it's like, so D4 and plus 5, it would be
Oh god.
8.
8? Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You punch him square in the jaw and he's like, ah.
Oh,
I'm
you didn't
sorry
catch
if I
that.
I'm sorry if I was too bold. And he gives you like a short bow.
Well, just testing you to see if you could catch my fist. But I guess you did. Oh well.
This counts as another marker for Polo being scary. We're
Are
up to
we?
2.
Do you even know that she's scary right now? Are you
I'm
with her?
just the words gonna get. I feel it in my bones.
Oh well. And maybe next time, Gale. Like past his shoulder.
Yes, of course. Next time.
I'd like to use a charge of my belt of healing.
Okay. Yep. You can do so.
All right,
I
that
won't have
is-
you roll. You don't have to. It's,
okay.
He's just an NPC. He won't die, surely, right?
It looks around. Looks
Just an NPC.
He's more than that to
Unless
me.
you're attached. If you're attached, he's definitely dying.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll take a charge for
Just
belt of
an
healing.
NPC.
So,
Meanwhile, it's a shape change dragon.
oh, oh,
Oh my god.
oh.
That would be interesting.
Oh my god.
You rolled a hit. Yeah, I got a 24. It misses.
Oh. Of
Yeah,
course,
so I'll
Paul
take
would
a
be more
hand
interested.
and I'll rub it across the belt of healing as I do, collecting green and goldish particles of light. And then with that trail, I'll just tap it to where he punched him. Where did you punch him?
Well, from describing from Hyda, it's like on the jaw.
Okay,
Oh, I
so
just said that
I'll.
because I forgot you said the shoulder or something.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It depends. Yeah.
Whatever you did.
Whatever I did. What is Paula doing?
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
just
I was thinking the shoulder. Yeah.
tap my 2 fingers to there and let the healing energy flow into it. Yeah, she's got a funny way of saying hello sometimes.
I'm.
Very fun. Hello.
I suppose that is very generous of her not to wail on me continuously.
I
It's
know,
only
right?
One fist.
Oh, did you still want to show the knife trick, or has it kind of ruined the mood?
I suppose after she left, I mean, unless you want to see it.
I'd love to see it.
Okay, he
Pause.
will do a skill check
Did
here.
someone sneeze?
I
guess not.
What is the perform skill? Yes, perform. He's gonna do some kind of perform skill. Whatever knife would be under. Some kind of dance, comedy, acting.
Oh, there's actually one from the Tome of Battle. It's like it's not weapon display, but it's something close to that.
Okay. I'm down.
But it's a
for that.
perform skill.
Yeah. He's gonna roll a d20 plus I don't know something.
Oh, you talking about perform weapon drill?
Weapon drill. There it is.
Yeah, that was in Complete Warrior, I think.
Oh.
Was that Complete Warrior?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
Okay. We got pretty good. You got like 23.
Nice.
Which
Yeah,
is
My player's
pretty good.
gunslinger has that.
It was a great performance.
Yeah, it was Complete Warrior.
So what kind of a trick is he doing with them?
So he will do the type of thing where he has like 4 knives and he'll toss them up, doing like tricks and everything. He'll spin them really fast, catching them with his fingers.
All
Yeah.
while baking a cake.
Yeah, all while baking a cake and cutting the ham.
And making a cake.
Oh, that would actually be really cool. Chopping up food while tossing the knives,
Mhm.
Yeah, it's ninja fruit style.
Yes. Oh, that was so cool.
Thank you.
Goodness.
I appreciate you watching. Though I must get back to going back to cooking.
Oh, of course, All right, enjoy. I'm gonna go find the others.
you could find everyone can meet up again if you would like to, and
Oh, actually, first
I
things
would like
first.
to make a show of going to say hi to the other cleric.
oh yeah,
I have
definitely.
nothing I really want to know from them, but since they're a cleric of Hectario, I figured I should at least be like, "Hey, how's
Yeah.
life going?"
How's life going?
She'll be like, "Oh, life is so terrible out here. People are dying. But I'm trying to be as happy as possible."
Not terrible.
Good luck with that.
Oh, thank you. I believe, we will have plenty of luck to go around here, and hopefully no one else will die after that.
I'll touch her shoulder and tell her that I hope Hectario blesses her in the coming weeks.
Oh, thank you.
Thinking in my head, he's obviously not blessed her right now.
I hope Hectario blesses you as well.
Thank you.
As you're like wrapping up this conversation, in the background, you see Xenia pull out the modified rapier again, and some scientific tools. I set my notebook on the ground, and then my arm falls off, and it grabs a pencil and starts taking notes while I use my other arm to very slowly drive the rapier into the frozen ground.
Okay. You will
I think
notice.
that's what rapiers are for.
Oh, it's fine. That's what this one's for.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
You'll notice that the first inch or two is completely frozen ice, and then below that is snow, if you get my drift.
So basically, what you're saying is the first 2 inches are really, really cold ice. And then below that, it's just standard ice of higher temperature, relatively speaking.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, I'll drive it as deep as I can. And you don't have to tell me the details for all of that. We'll just assume later that whatever I discover is discovered.
Yeah.
If I discover anything.
Yeah, you discover that you go in deep.
Can't say that.
Oh,
Flip it.
Pause.
Hyland's walking into all the things today.
I mean,
Just
Lego's not helping. She said 6 inches is good enough. Like,
Yeah, just meeting. I'm just meeting the energy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Is there anything Oz would like to do? I know everyone's done a little bit of something.
I actually wanted to just have general conversations with the other adventurers.
Mhm.
For anybody who's been here for longer than us, just to get a general lay of the land. I know what the map says, but I want it reinforced with somebody's firsthand accounts. So I don't need conversations with them, but if you give me the scoop on what I could have found out from their firsthand accounts, that I think would help me keep the group alive.
Ooh, yeah. Do you want to do that as gather information, or do you just want to
Yeah, I'll do that as a gather information. I'm actually quite terrible at it, but
Okay.
that's how we do things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can roll a natural 20 and get a 19.
Oh,
Yes,
hell
yes.
yeah.
oh, you're that terrible at it.
I'm
Yeah.
not terrible at it.
He was exceptional with it
just
today.
You were surprised you could find something.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I know how to do my job, right? So
hey. So
I mean, rolling well is a skill, and you're apparently succeeding at it.
yeah.
let's see.
Some people have really good days. Others have off days and roll ones.
One of the adventurers is gonna tell you that, just over the mountains, if you go straight north, and up is north on this map for
Sure.
purposes being simple, that there's like a valley in between this like mountain. So he'll kind of like draw it out, like cute.
I mean, we got snow for days.
Yeah, he'll draw it out in the snow and basically like, boom, 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 boom. It's kind of like a valley, just up here,
All right. Oh, I see. Okay.
and mountains surround this whole valley, and there's like all sorts of like weird animal life in there.
Oh, I bet some of my allies would enjoy that thoroughly.
Yeah, it's though we felt like we were unwelcomed in there. Some of the people felt as if there was something always watching them.
Somebody's watching me.
Aside from that,
I couldn't help it.
ooh, I did. So you kind of point north of that area and you put like an arrow. It's like, so those ruins.
Yeah.
There is something interesting even past that. If you climb up these cliffs, it was super difficult. Like it was, there's a way to climb up this like huge cliff, and above this cliff there's like a pyramid thing, and some people said they tried to go inside and it's just filled with traps. Some people couldn't figure out how to get through like some of the first layers of it.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Next time we see each other, I'll let you know how much your information helped us.
Yeah, not a problem. He's trying to think. He's like racking his brain. Yeah, the dwarves, the snowbolts. Oh, there's like this huge gorge, a bit east. So he'll point this way. So it's kind of like a different color. We'll say blue, and it goes all along. So that like there's like mountains, and then past the mountains there's like this gorge. I remember seeing something there, but we didn't really venture inside because we got stopped by all the undead, and it was just a pain to try to, I guess, like map it all out, and unless like we climbed all the way to the top of the mountain, which that's a huge pain as well.
And have your travels been lucrative so far, of the places that you were able to explore and some of the things you were able to find? Is it worth your while coming to this continent?
Honestly, yeah, there's been some finds. We found that what's this place? What's that place? There's this cave. It's like an ice cave, and inside there is a flock of like ice bats, and inside at the furthest reaches there's equipment and magical items and just like laying around, like buried in the ice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't believe it. It's
Well, thank you for being this, sharing with all of the information. If I find something of use to you guys, I'll definitely share with some of our either our information or maybe even a good layout and map on how to get to there when we come back.
Yeah, of course. I think that's what we're all about here. It's trying to help each other out so we, don't all die a terrible death. Get as much
Right,
information.
I'll shake his hand and bid him goodnight.
You'll shake your hand as well, or you'll appreciate the handshake.
He holds her hand for just a little bit too long.
I was like, oh.
Otherwise, yeah, you guys can head in for a night in this like tiny little hut.
Tiny, small, cute little hut.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Other than that, do you guys want to take a 5-minute break?
Sounds good.
Great.
Yeah. I'm
Do some
good to do that.
stretching.
All right.
See you all in 5.
We'll take a 5-minute break and see you guys on the other side.
Yeah.